Putnam County Executive Kevin Byrne, right here in our county office building, the David D. Bruin County Office Building in the Hamlet of Carmel, joined by a number of our countywide elected officials, department heads, as well as our representatives from the CSCA, Organized Labor, for a special announcement, bringing back something that I think is very common in the private sector, but also in the public sector, something the county government had done for many years under the Bondi administration, as well as the Eldridge administration for about 10 months or so. I wanted to give special thanks to our county clerk, Michael Bartolotti, for actually finding a plaque that both promoted and recognized and thanked our amazing Putnam County workforce. So what we're doing this afternoon is we are now putting in a very public, prominent place the Employee Recognition Award that dates back from 1997, and the most recent recognition was Eileen Barrett in 2011. For reasons unknown to me and others, the program was discontinued, and I'm very proud to be bringing it back. I think this is one of the easier ways we can recognize our public employees, and by extension, the really important work that they do for the taxpayers, residents, and visitors of Putnam County. So when we highlight the hard work of people that work at OSR, at the Sheriff's Office, at the 911 Center, facilities, highway, you name it, we're not just recognizing them, but we're recognizing the importance and the value of their work. So I think that's very important. So this program is going to be rolled out this year, and the way it's been structured by communicating with Paul Eldridge, who was able to dust off some binders and get us some of the program language from the previous administrations. It's going to be based off of a selection committee that is made up of all union members selected by 5 individuals, specifically 4 of the countywide elected officials and the chair of the legislature. On recommendation from the union leadership, both the sheriff, the county clerk, the county executive, the district attorney, and the chair of the legislature will each appoint 1 member of the selection committee, and that selection committee will be able to select the employee of the year. They'll receive recognition both online, through email. I will be happy to take them out for lunch or pay for coffee, but also I think in a very, again, conspicuous place. As soon as you walk into the county office building, you're going to see that we care about our county workforce. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Paul Eldridge, our personnel officer, who is extremely important and helpful in this endeavor, to share a few words.
Well, thank you, Kevin. What I'd like everybody to know is that one of the very first conversations that I had with the county executive, he wanted to know what happened to the employee recognition program, and I had given him the a little bit of a history of it and how wonderful it was, because it really involved all of our county employees, and we have wonderful, wonderful employees. And just before this ceremony began, several of us were looking at the names on the plaques. And I've been here a long time, so I know each and every one of them. And they were all people that had many years of service with the county and had been unbelievable employees. And I think, in all honesty, public employees aren't always appreciated to the level that they should be. Putnam County has been blessed over the years. We have wonderful county employees. They put forth a tremendous effort, and a lot of it goes unnoticed. And when Kevin first raised this with me, I said this would be wonderful because it created a much more family environment back when we had it. It did end in 2011, and it was unfortunate that it did. But now that it's being renewed, I'm looking very much forward to participating in the process. I know the union is as well, and it's about time, I think, that we got back to really recognizing the hard work of our county employees, from the Sheriff's Department through DSS and all of the administrative departments, Highway Department. We are blessed, and I think it's time to recognize some of those individuals. So I thank you, Kevin, for bringing it back.
Thank you. And as I mentioned earlier, we talked about this, there was a conversation about this, but the individual who somehow found the plaques dusted away somewhere, I'm not even sure exactly where he found it, was our county clerk, Michael Bartolotti, who has been a staple of our community, but also of the people who are involved in public service and specifically county government. That's Michael Bartolotti. Michael, if you have anything to share.
Sure. So where we did find them, we found them in in a cabinet in the front of the office, and I believe that once upon a time they were situated in the little hallway that really nobody but our staff in the clerk's office accessed. So it was there, but nobody really got to see it. So again, I thank you for not only resurrecting the program, which I think is so well deserved, because like Paul said, you know, we always hear about the negative. We always hear about the complaints of you know, something that goes on in our office. So it's nice to accentuate the positive. We always try to do that, and our workforce is phenomenal, and they don't get the recognition that they deserve. So this is a step in the right direction. So I thank you for bringing it back. We had conversations on it, and it just so happened that we came across the plaques, which made life a lot easier. And I'm glad that you're putting them in a prominent location where everybody can see them. So kudos to you. Thank you, Kevin, for bringing this back in.
Thank you, Michael. And Michael, as our county clerk and the administrator of the records management and the DMV, there's a lot of CSCA employees that work directly under Michael Bartolotti's management, so I think it's very appropriate that you're involved here. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
And the sheriff has a number of workers, members of our county's workforce, in different unions, not just one. Also, the PBA is an obvious one. And I want to thank you for being here, Sheriff, as well. And obviously, you can share any words that you have with this, Sheriff.
Thank you for resurrecting this program. I think it's wonderful when county government recognizes and rewards the hard work of its employees. So I think this is a benefit for everyone.
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you. And I know our district attorney would love to be here. He's been a little busy. There's a big court case going on next door, and he's been busy upstairs. But we have his chief of staff, Christina Rizzo, if you'd like anything to share.
Just want to say thank you for resurrecting such a wonderful program. I know our staff is very appreciative of it.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. And Linda Amacucci is our CSCA union president here as well. If you'd like to share any words, you can, or just at least recognize the members of the board.
I just want to say it's an awesome program. We've had it in the past, and it really, really is needed. My board members, April, Lord, anything to share?
I'm just very appreciative that it can come back. It can definitely show all of our members, you know, just in a little bit different of a light, that sometimes it might be forgotten by the public.
I think it'll mean a lot to our members to feel like there's something now that says, hey, we recognize you, we care about you. And I'm Laura Bromfield.
Thank you, Laura. Well, thank you. With that, anyone that's watching this stream or coming in and out of county government, make sure you take a quick stop right underneath the monitor here between the American flag and the county flag. You're going to see our Employee Recognition Award program, and it will be updated later this year. So again, thank you for tuning in.